Happy Saturday. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. We've had about 3 or 4 days of incredibly good weather in a row, and I can't even tell you the difference in my mood personally, but more than that, just everyone's mood. Like walking around Brighton, I was in town yesterday, everyone is in the best mood and you can just feel it walking around. It is so bloody nice. My morning today has been incredibly different to yesterday's morning, but life is about balance, you know. Yesterday at about 8 AM I was in the gym with 2 friends, working out, nice little chest session, and then we even went for a cold plunge, like a little dip in the sea afterwards, just in like straight up swim shorts. And then switching over to today, which is Saturday, I've just been to Starbucks. It's currently 8 AM and I just bought the biggest cookies and cream mocha cookie drink that they possibly sell, and I'm loving it. We've just come out to One Garden, which is somewhere that I'm sure you've seen us come to before in the vlogs, and it is just, every time I come, it's better than the last time, which would make sense because it's fairly new, so they're just like adding more and more bits to the location. Sorry, you can hear Ottie shouting in the background. She's meant to be sleeping, but I don't think she's the most tired. Just ended up getting a little glass of wine. I was not meaning to. In fact, we weren't even meaning to get tacos either, or taquitos.
They're really good.
Are they good? But this is basically where we're sat, which is a mix between, like, I think this is Plumpton College, where a lot of the college learn to do different agricultural, that didn't come out right, agriculture. Apparently I can't speak. And then over here they got a couple of different little options for people to purchase from. They've got a restaurant over here that looks lovely. In here they sell all like plants and food and drinks and stuff as well. It's just quite the family vibe. You having a good time? Just come out of One Garden and having a little stroll around Stammer Park, which they've added this new path in. And I was just saying to Zoe, it makes me feel like we're in, like, what's that bloody game? What's it called? Yes, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Because there's like this lovely little path, as you can see, and it follows all the way along around the park. And because everyone's sticking to this little path, it feels exactly like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Got myself a little flat white as well. Otter's just woken up. Straight back to watching Nala. Anytime we walk anywhere with them together, she's just obsessed with watching her.
She's gonna be like walking her, you know when some kids like walk their dog?
Yeah, and they hold the lead.
I saw someone the other day, they had 2 leads on their dog, so the little kid was holding one lead and the parent was holding the other lead, so the kid thought they were walking the dog, but actually they weren't.
Check how sick that woman is. She was also the grandparent as well, just sending it with 2 kids on the back. Ooh. Can you see her little face?
I can't see anything. Is that funny?
Can you see everything in the park? Are you ready? The amount of stuff we have with us to just do the most simple little trip, and we only have 1 kid. I can't even imagine how parents do it with toddlers, with multiple toddlers, because we don't even have little like bikes and scooters and stuff like that yet. Gonna put on a little bit of my mate's new album, Sam Tompkins. He's currently number 7 in the official UK charts with this album.
He's gonna copyright your video.
No, Sam, don't take my video down, man. Don't be doing that. Come on now.
How cool, do you remember when we saw him like busking?
I'm gonna have to turn it down. I've watched his label, we'll take it down.
Yeah, it's
What
not
were you
really
saying?
up to Sam, I don't think. I said, do you remember when we saw him and Ren busking? Like, what year was that? 2018?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go otherwise these people.
2017?
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. I think I vlogged it.
Did you?
Maybe it's just Instagram stories.
I put it on stories.
Yeah, you might remember if you watched mine and Zoe's Instagram stories in like 2017, we filmed 2 people busking in the street, but it was like literally a free gig almost. It was not like what you would picture in your head from busking.
So many people.
There's like 200, but all probably like 200 or 300 people watching them perform. That's who we're talking about. Since then, we've stayed in touch, and we're talking about Sam Tompkins, who's a very good friend of ours. And last week he released, it's not an album, it's an EP technically, but it's a big EP. There's like, I want to say 7 songs on it. And this week it's just gone to number 7.
We've been listening
to it in
to
the official charts, which is crazy.
Are we allowed to say that?
He linked us the work, the songs, maybe like, what was it? A year ago? May last year.
May last year. Because I was pregnant and I listened to it at Wilderness. And I remember texting him like, oh my god, the baby just moved so much at this song. I think this one's her favourite song. Because she was like really kicking when one of them was on. I don't remember which song it was. I think it was Bloodline or Deceiver. It was one of those 2. I just remember Ottie in my tummy was like
proper going for it. Over the past couple of months, you might have noticed in the vlogs a new addition to this room. And I'm not talking about the colour of the sofa, which we have also changed. I'm talking about our new TV setup over here, which wasn't actually something that was ever planned or that we were ever going to do.
I always wanted to do it.
Zoe always wanted it.
I always wanted a TV in here.
Okay, I'm using the term we, but I meant me.
And have we or have we not actually spent more time in here now the TV's in here?
We spend all our time in here. I literally eat my dinner in here, I have my breakfast in here. My reasoning, and the reason why I fought for there to be no TV, and Zoe fought for there to be a TV, was this room for me has always been about opening up all of these doors here, everyone hanging out, chatting, an incredibly social space right next to the kitchen so people can be cooking whilst other people are like chatting and playing games and cards like we do up there. So I've always thought having a TV in here would completely throw off the vibe of the room and just change it into more of like everyone looking at a screen. And I've won that side of the discussion, I suppose, for the last like 4 or 5 years of living here. That is until we started working with Sky, which has actually been quite a while now. How long have we been working with Sky? Like over a year?
I feel like longer.
Maybe you even longer.
I have.
Maybe about 1.5 years.
I think 2 years for me.
And Sky released their Sky Glass TV, which as soon as they started telling me like little sneak parts and details about it, I was like, okay, the most fitting room, the best room for this TV to go in is the conservatory. And Zoe was like, I've been telling you, we need a TV in the conservatory for 5 years. So I've lost the battle. I'm glad I've lost the battle because it's completely changed how we use this room for the better. And it hasn't taken away like the social game playing, cooking kind of environment and vibe of the room at all. It's just brought more use to the room in a positive way, which is lovely. But this video is sponsored by Sky, and in particular, I'm talking about the Sky Glass, which is the new TV. So we got this a couple of months ago, and I bought like a lovely little stand for it as well, so it all looks really, really nice. Well, I think it does anyway. And let me show you a couple of features that I love about it. Number one is the fact that it literally has the Sky box, like you know the box that goes under your TV typically, it's built inside the TV. So there's actually like, if you look under here, and I'll show you, I'll prove to you, there's some games. And over here as well, more games. There is no Sky box because it's built inside the TV, which means that there's also only one cable here, which is the power cable that goes into that plug socket. And that's it. It's literally one wire to your TV and then it works off of the Wi-Fi. So technically, you can put the Sky Glass wherever you want and it will work as long as there is a Wi-Fi connection. I've had a couple of people over on Instagram ask me, Is the Sky Glass an upgrade of Sky Q? It is not an upgrade, it's just a different service. Like, this is a TV with built-in Sky, whereas the Q is not that, it's a different product. There's also a bunch of other features that I particularly love about this TV. One of them being, you don't even have to use the remote to fully control it. You can just say, hello Sky, put on BBC One. I also use that in a bunch of other ways. So you can just be like, hello Sky, horror movies. And then it'll just pull up a bunch of horror movies for you. I could just talk about this TV all day. You know I love my technology. You know I've done all the research and looked into everything that it can possibly do. For example, the built-in speakers, surround sound. Don't know how it does it. It just throws the audio around the room and it like bounces off the walls. I have no idea how it works, but it just does. I'll put a link down below. Definitely go check it out if you're looking for a new TV, or if you know somebody that is looking for a new TV, feel free to let them know. Or when you do look for a new TV, because you might not be in the moment, but you might be in the near future, you can also pay for the TV monthly as well, so you don't even have to buy it outright, which is even better because it means that it's more accessible to more people. It's just a banging product. It's currently Ottie's bath time, and she's learned how to splash.
Go on then.
Go on, splash, splash, splash. Wow. Check out how nice this gradient is in the sky tonight. Looks so lovely over there.